Hello, beautiful beings. There's a couple things that I want to talk about right now, and the first thing is body image. I have been in recovery from anorexia for 35 years now, and I can still get into a way of thinking that will lead me to wanting to lose weight. I'm 5'3" and I weigh 112 and a half right now, and I still want to lose weight because, as I was saying in my last video, I got this awesome bikini top, and I made one of the bras into a really beautiful bikini top, and I got some jean shorts, and my mind has just been really going nuts about it because as I age, my body just doesn't look like it used to. I work out. I would have to be obsessive about working out and watching every little thing I eat, and I absolutely refuse to live like that because that's anorexic behavior for me. So I'm struggling with self-acceptance. It's not going to be a really bad struggle. But one thing the ancients did say to me on the way home was, whose eyes are you looking at your body through? Right. In different cultures, they don't even think about having a tummy. They don't think about, as they age, their thighs aren't super tight and, the cellulite on them. It doesn't even cross their mind because society, their culture, never told them that that was a big deal, that that was a bad thing, that that was unattractive. But for a lot of us, we were raised with Barbie and, well, you name it, supermodels. And there are some women that can have flat tummies because their hips are a little bit wider and their uterus, their guts, everything that's in there is set back a little bit further. And so it's pretty effortless for them to have a flat tummy. But not for me. If I have a flat tummy, that means that I weigh about 105 to maybe 108 pounds. And I'm in survival mode then. My heart I can feel, there's no padding in my body anymore. So I feel like my heart is just slamming in my chest, and my stomach hurts all the time, and I just feel on edge. Well, because my body feels like it's starving, because it is. So I noticed myself the last couple days really not wanting to eat, even though I really enjoy eating now. I feel very incredibly balanced with it. I eat really well. I don't eat a whole lot of sugar. Where I kind of went off track in the last couple weeks is I ran out of my regular protein powder that I mix up with my milk every morning. I ran out of that, and so I went and bought chocolate milk, the Lactaid chocolate milk, and I had that for a little over a week instead of my protein powder. And I forgot just how fattening that chocolate milk is. Boy, it's delicious though. But all of a sudden I was just like, oh my gosh, what is all this fat, like extra fat on my stomach and my sides? Because I'm short, and so it doesn't spread out, it just accumulates there. So, and for some reason, my focus throughout my journey with anorexia has been completely on my stomach. I'm not really sure why. Well, I'm picturing Barbie again. For some reason, a flat stomach, big boobs, and a big butt is popular, when that's not even very realistic for normal people. It's not realistic at all. I mean, we have a female reproductive system, a whole system in there that needs to go somewhere, and different organs. Yeah, so I didn't realize that I was going to have another go around with this, but it always helps to talk about it, and I knew I could talk to you. And holding satsang about things always brings me relief and more clarity, because it gets me out of my head, back down into my heart space where all the answers come from. Also, when they asked me the question about whose eyes am I looking through to see my body? It's men. It's how I feel men would perceive me if they saw me in my bikini top and my shorts. I feel like all they would be seeing is, oh, she could be pretty cute if it wasn't for her stomach, if she only had a flat stomach. Who cares? Who cares? I just don't want to care. I know this is old conditioning, old thoughts. It feels like it's just me that's thinking this because there's so much feeling attached to it. There's emotion attached to it, and downright embarrassment that I have felt since I've been wearing my jean shorts and my new bikini top down by the river. Even if people go by on a raft and they're a long ways away, all I can think about is, I wonder if they can see my stomach from there. But I'm not just going to stop at those thoughts. Absolutely not. I know that there's going to come a time in my life where, and it's not even a matter of lack of self-confidence, because I'm not insecure at all. Yeah, right? Yes, I am. When it comes to my body, I do feel insecure. So that's not true. But I feel confident when I have clothes on, when I'm fully dressed. There are certain things that I don't feel like I should wear anymore. Like my oldest daughter gave me this really beautiful dress a month or so ago, and I've wore it twice now. But when I put it on, I absolutely have to hold my stomach in so hard in order for that dress to look good. So I think I need to give that dress back. And also, what were you guys saying? They're saying that as long as I can stop now, just automatically going with those old cobwebby thoughts about how bad I look because my thighs aren't 28 anymore. And about my stomach, I'm healthy. Even at 112 and a half pounds, 112, 113 pounds right now, I am incredibly healthy. And I have padding on my body, and I feel really, really good. My heart hardly ever palpitates. I don't feel it slamming in my chest. So they're saying that all it is another round of shedding right now, and holding satsang about it, and now that I'm fully aware, because these thoughts can come in and just feel like they're me just feeling this certain way, but it's thoughts coming in that I am turning my attention to, and they're emotionally charged, and I'm giving all my attention to them. Now, when they come in, I can see them come in, and I can turn my attention away. I cannot entertain them anymore. I will not entertain them anymore. And so as that happens, as I shed these old thoughts, then the self-confidence comes in, my natural state of being, because there's no ideas telling me that I have anything to feel self-conscious about when I'm thinking about things that way. So I always have the ability to change my mind. They just said that. That's beautiful. Yeah, and as far as how men see me, my divine partner isn't going to care. My divine partner is going to care more about the fact that I'm healthy, and will not, absolutely 100%, will not care about me having a flat stomach. None of my daughters have a flat stomach. We're all basically built exactly the same. My second daughter, Beauty, she is a bit taller than us, and so she doesn't have quite as much of a tummy. But my oldest daughter and I, we both have this pooch. We always have, unless we're underweight. So I'm going to embrace my curves. My dad just came in, and he just said, I remember when I was really just newly in recovery from anorexia. I had just recently gotten out of treatment for it in '89. He said, it's just another curve. You're a woman, you're a female. That's exactly how you should look. And I just appreciated that so much. I never forgot that. And you know, if you're struggling with anorexia, or your body image, your how you see yourself, one prayer that I love to say is, Divine, please help me see me like you see me, or how you want me to see me. And also, they were suggesting something else. To see myself like I see my daughters, because no matter what they look like, I just think they're absolutely perfect. And so there's absolutely no difference. I need to see myself that way too. And all day long, that's right. So when a person is struggling with anorexia or recovering from anorexia, and people are like, well, you look great. You look awesome. You don't look fat. That can be helpful, but it doesn't really create a shift in us, because it's our own perception. People are just like, what? I seriously have rarely ever been able to talk about the fact that I've been in recovery from anorexia, because people are just like, what? You're so small. What are you talking about? And so, but there was this one lady, she has quite a bit of weight on her, and I could feel for years that she looked at me in a certain way. She was very jealous of my body, and I sat down with her one day. I was really, really struggling with a relapse, an anorexic relapse, and I started talking to her about it and just opened up to her about it, and her whole demeanor changed. She had no idea. I said, I feel like I'm dying right now. I'm way too underweight, and I was stressed out at the time, and it has been really hard for me in the past to eat when I'm really stressed out, and I just felt her compassion flood in, and she got out of her mind, and like she saw me for who I am, instead of, you know, just wishing that she had my body. I wished that I had more junk in my trunk like she did. Yeah, we always want what we don't have, right? Not always, but a lot of the times. So, Ancients, is that it about anorexia? One thing that they taught me in treatment that was very simple but profound to me was, don't look down. Do not look down at my stomach. Especially when we're looking down, everything looks bigger. And also, I've been looking at myself in the mirror in my bikini top with my new jean shorts on, like pulling my stomach in and going, man, I wish I still looked like that. If I could just look like that again, it would be so amazing to run around the planet. No, it's okay. It's okay. I see so many women, and I notice them on a daily basis. Shorts, whatever. I mean, shorts, short tops, and they are not in shape at all, but they are confident. It's like it doesn't even bother them at all. My mom and I, Ocean, we've talked about that, because Ocean has been struggling with anorexia for a really, really long time, and I feel she may be out of the woods. It's still really difficult for her to eat when she's stressed out, but she's coming out of these things so much more quickly than she ever has. Her light of awareness is shining on all of it now. The thoughts can't just sneak in and take her away anymore. So I'm deeply grateful for that. Earlier, for some reason, this was coming in. It's about midlife, people having a midlife crisis. The reason it's called, I love asking the ancients, why are things called what they're called? A midlife crisis, if a person is going through that, and other people around them are just saying, oh, it's a midlife crisis, you know, he's just going through a midlife crisis, or she's just going through a midlife crisis. Well, yes, it is a crisis, because up until that point, they're saying, in our life, and they're showing me that the crisis feeling can start and hold on. Well, don't worry, it'll get louder. If a person doesn't do anything about it, it gets louder and louder and louder, and manifests as disease and insanity and just total disruption in their life, and no sleeping, and I mean, you name it. It goes on and on if we are ignoring what is for our highest good. Because if it's for our highest good, it's for the highest good of humanity. And why else would we possibly be here than to help humanity? So, and that, what that looks like, helping humanity, looks like helping ourselves and being the very best for ourselves that we can possibly be, so we can be a clear, open channel for the divine to pour through to others. So midlife crisis, there must be somebody going through one right now, because it was coming through so strongly when I was making this bed. It's when people get into crisis mode, it's because they've been holding on to the conditioned persona that they've always thought they were, but the divine is trying to shed away, the ascension process. And so, you know, try to be brave. I know I say still. I'm very aware of it. It has not changed. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe I will always say it. I don't know. But, you know, a little bit of braveness can go a long ways. If it's getting loud, if it's super loud and you feel like you're in crisis and you keep feeling like you want to do this other thing and you can see what it is that you want to do and you see it so clearly, and when you're thinking about it, you feel so much better, that's the way to go. No matter how scary it is to let go of what already is. Letting go of all of that and getting what you've been seeing, what the divine has been telling you that it wants to give you, will completely replace all the fear, all the feelings of fear of the letting go. Just this flood of relief comes in. I've done it over and over in my life. I've got to the crisis point in my life and absolutely had to let go because I felt like I was going to die if I didn't. Oh, and I would just feel myself rush back in like no other time. And I've done that enough times in my life to know that letting go is the absolute best thing that I could ever do for myself. Thank you, Ancients. Thank you so much for that. I think that's it for now. I'm going to go eat my lunch, and I'm not going to wear tight stuff. And also they're saying I don't need to wear my jean shorts and my bikini top in front of people if it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't have to do that to myself. I absolutely don't. There may be a time in my life where that's totally fine. I can see myself on a beach at the ocean where there's so many other people around, and that's much different than just being around just a few different people. For some reason, it's much different. But anyway, I don't have to put myself in a position where I feel incredibly uncomfortable while I'm still overcoming and shedding these old beliefs. That's it for now. SongWithMamaG@gmail.com. Love you so much.